Hey guys, welcome back to the Hear Me Roar pod. I am Toby and my co-host is none other than the Kate Save, which you might know her from Shark Tank. She's also founder of BeFit Foods and picked up Telstra's Business of the Year award too. Kate?
Well, Toby, you've got a super impressive CV, 25 years in global commercialisation experience, and you founded Creative Cubes, Australia's leading co-working space and real estate business.
All right, let's get on with the pod. Kate, we're back.
Love this.
Another day, another vlog.
So much energy.
Another vlog? Pod.
Pod.
Yeah, what's going on in your world?
So much. I think fresh year, lots, we're just finding our way through it. New goals, more excitement, energy's up. Like I find
Energy's definitely up.
The end of 25, I was ready for a break.
So I'm a spiritual person.
Yes.
The year of the snake was 2025.
That's right.
We've got until I think the 15th of Feb.
And then with a horse.
So it's quite interesting because I didn't know anything about this. And I found out about it. Well, it flows through my Instagram now.
Yeah.
But I found out about it after I said to Sim, this weekend, I want to get rid of all this shit.
Oh, I love
in our house
Yeah.
that is no longer. We've got a gym in our backyard, and I was running on the treadmill, and I'm looking around going, that was cute when my daughter was 7, but like Maddie's 14, Harper's 11. We don't need this stuff. And I don't want to collect stuff. I don't want to hold on to stuff because the year of the horse bolts, the horse gallops. And if we are holding on, it's just going to be a lot slower to run. And I'm not talking metaphorically here either, right? This is the reality of our world.
Yeah.
But there's good energy coming into 2026. I feel like, Victoria specifically, but I feel like everyone said 2025 was hell on earth.
Absolutely.
And I'm really energized about 26. I just want positivity. I want the sun to come out. I think this, summer was great.
Yeah.
And we're not here for a long time.
No.
I want to have a good time.
And I think that's something that's happened over the last few years because of COVID. We've all lost track of time. And there's something in being present to actually enjoy those moments because you don't know how long you've got. And we've both had that rude awakening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you just mentioned the word present.
Yes.
Did you get many corporate gifts at the end of the year?
Oh, I absolutely did.
So did I.
Yeah. What was your fave?
Well, actually, Heath Shaw gave us a little bit of a gift off our last podcast.
Yeah, limited edition.
Limited edition. Is it lifetime something or other?
It sure did. I'm so curious.
Yeah,
I know my family will die when they see that. Literally hardcore.
So I mean, the posturing is. I was going to say league MVP, but that's not the world in the football. That's not the wording in the football world. Premiership champion gifted us some merch, which looks pretty cool. So that was a highlight for me.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of others from other people. I feel bad I didn't do enough for other people.
It's always hard to actually find the right corporate gifts, but I came across a brand and so Elephant and Trove. And so I've got Shireen to actually come chat to us about this because this is something I've struggled with. I hate crap corporate gifts, low quality, I don't know, something that you've got so many of and just not worth.
James, do you get any corporate gifts?
I do from time to time. I feel bad as well. I should be gifting way more.
Yeah, I feel like I should be gifting more than receiving, but I get so much stuff.
Yep.
And the ability to choose the gift, now this is a whole new world.
All right. It sounds like we need to go to an ad, and when we come back, Cherie will be here in studio. But first, a word from Rise. Guys, I want to introduce you to Rise, a business cohort like no other. So what is the Rise Network? Rise Network is a curated inner circle of 10 to 12 like-minded peers designed to provide a confidential, high-trust environment where business owners and leaders can gain strategic insights, actionable solutions, and lasting relationships. Rise isn't just networking, it's a game-changing business support system. It has strategic problem solving built in, expert facilitation, actionable insights, long-term impact, and authentic relationships, and it's based exclusively around high-trust cohorts. For your membership, you gain full access to Creative Cubes. That means you can drop in when you're on the run to use the meeting rooms, breakout spaces, or even just dock in for the day. We wanted to serve the underserved, the people that do need the help, do need the support, don't necessarily have the funds to be able to do it, and don't necessarily fit into one of these other organizations. And so that's where Rise kind of came from. So there you have it, guys. Go to werise.au, and I hope to see you at one of our cohorts soon. Cherie,
hey,
welcome
Toby
to the
and
pod.
Kate. Nice to meet you both.
Likewise. We actually had the privilege of having a bite to eat.
We did
actually,
a brief catch up. I do know Kate.
Over Kate's food.
Yeah. Oh,
So
we did.
Haylan
Yeah.
and Kate's company came and fed us. Corporate gifting.
Yeah.
So Kate and I have a sort of a relative idea of what you do, but for the listeners, corporate gifting, it just sounds like
It's a nightmare.
It's a deep black hole.
And you are deep into this. How many years have you had your company?
I've been in corporate gifting technology for about 3.5 years.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I have about 20 years HR tech experience.
Jesus,
So
all at the age of 28. Unbelievable.
I'm a very old person now. So yeah, I'm turning 50 this year, which I'm super proud of and love and embrace as well.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So do you want to just tell the listeners a little bit about, you said corporate gifting technology, which I think is a little bit different to actually just the gift itself.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're not the gift itself. We're very much the technology that sits between the brand and the corporate. We built Elephant about 3.5 years ago, and that was based on seeing demand from HR, like my HR experience of working with corporates and really trying to gift at scale. So it's kind of hard to gift to one person. You can imagine trying to gift to 100 or 1,000 people and doing that in a meaningful way where someone actually gets something that they want or really want. And to feel like, you know, whoever's giving you that gift knows you as a person as well. So yeah, the idea came about from that experience. We built Elephant initially, and that was a corporate gifting solution that was designed for corporates to gift at scale. So we have a marketplace of over 1,000 brands across the APAC region and further abroad. I have a co-founder that has built this with me based in Singapore. So we've built out some really great vendors like in Australia, New Zealand, and probably mostly Singapore. What we found was that corporates wanted to be able to offer branded gifting experiences. So not only, you know, sending merch, but also being able to send other things. So, you know, it could be beautiful gin, it could be chocolate, it could be, you know, there's a million different
white
things
labeled
you can send.
with my company's brand on it.
It can be white labeled, yeah.
Wow.
So there's a number of different delivery offers or methods that you can send a gift, and those are obviously physical, which we all know about, but also digital gifting, which
So not to sound rude or disrespectful,
yes.
but would one way to describe you is you're sort of like the two-sided marketplace where you're like Uber, you've got people that have got cars
Correct.
and people that need rides.
That's right.
So you've got people that are looking for gifts, and then you've got inventory holders.
Yeah.
And then you guys are the technology platform bringing those two worlds together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think probably what I want to focus on today is our new platform called Trove. So what we found was that over the years building out these relationships with brands, they were coming to us constantly and inbound saying, hey, we want to tap into corporate gifting revenue. We don't have the technology or the tools to be able to power that ourselves. And can you white label Elephant so that we can use it ourselves on our own website? And we sort of ignored it for a little while, and until it became bigger and bigger brands. And we made a decision beginning of last year that we would white label the technology. So we built a new solution, which is a multi-tenancy solution for brands. And we now supercharge their corporate gifting directly from their own website. So what that means is we create a storefront that sits on their website.
Yeah, framed in.
Instead of having an email or a contact form on their website, they can now offer on-demand gifting at scale. So uploading a CSV file of like 1,000 people, They can brand that. They can offer multiple delivery options, and they can also offer a gift of choice as well if that's something they want to offer. So that means that a corporate can come and get their gifting done very, very quickly, but it also takes away all the pain and burden for brands that becomes a complete nightmare to manage, especially, you can imagine end of year last year. It was pretty nuts.
Yeah, and I think where this is so powerful that, when you get something that's just so incredible and you want to share it with lots of people. So there's brands like that are out there and you're like, oh, I just wish people knew about this. And if they don't have the big budgets of the huge, huge brands, where do people go to find these things? Because there's these incredible products out there that just are faceless. If you don't have the $1 million spend on Meta, you're just not going to be seen. So it's a platform that allows all sorts of brands to be found, I guess.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. And I think what we've found with corporates is they're looking for different things now. Like they don't want to offer the same old gifts that, everyone's sort of received in the past, but they want to offer more meaningful gifts that are more aligned to the values of their business. So that could be supporting sustainability. It could be, so giving a gift of, protecting Australian biodiversity. It could be supporting women-led businesses. There's a lot of different areas and ways that businesses can support different values and within their business.
And so there's a couple of things that are coming. Firstly, I think any successful company needs to knock themselves off. Otherwise, someone else is going to do it to them anyway.
Yeah.
So I think the move to open Trove
Yes.
and run alongside Elephant is really, I think that's really, it's a moat. It's a powerful position for you.
It is. And I think where we see ourselves going this year, I think I mentioned to Kate just briefly before we started, was that we would really like to move to Trove almost 100% this year. So it's a big pivot for us. We only switched it on around October last year. So we've had 3 months of, not even 3 months, probably 2.5 months.
Yeah, but it's peak season now, right?
But we can see it flying. And
throughout the year?
So we've had it running for 2.5 months.
No, I know, but but like that would be demand. That would be high season, no?
Yeah,
it does, and it doesn't. So corporate gifting happens throughout the calendar year. Like there's all sorts of different moments, and I think probably we get stuck in the seasonality of Australia.
Fair enough.
But if you move to Japan or India, there's 50 different moments that happen throughout the calendar year.
Yeah, amazing.
Not just like end of year gifting or Christmas gifting. Yeah, there's a lot.
So I think knocking yourself off has clearly, I didn't know that until now, but has clearly demonstrated its power.
Yeah, it's been a really incredible experience having that. I guess 2.5 months of running Trove over the last few months, and really just seeing brands coming to us saying, hey, we've seen this, we would like to switch this on as well.
Yeah.
How can we do this?
So dare I say the elephant in the room is Trove.
He's the elephant in the room. Yeah.
Can we dig into the personal side of this? So Cherie's really nervous about this big jump, right? The risk.
Yep.
Now, we've both taken risk in business.
Sure.
You obviously took a risk leaving HR in a safe job to start Elephant. What does this feel like doing it all over again?
Yeah, I mean, I actually started another business prior to Elephant. So I started another business called The Career Conversation, which is learning and development business. So I was in that as a founder for about 5 years.
Yeah.
It is nerve-wracking, absolutely, because, to begin with, you're always bootstrapping.
Yeah.
You're hoping that everything's going to work the way that you're dreaming that it will. But you really don't know until you get into it. And it's a grind for sure. Like there's no getting around it. Like, it's hard work.
Yeah.
It is really rewarding when you see what you've dreamt of being used and actually taken up. But yeah, it's not safe.
And
for
what
sure.
pushes you over that edge to get started? Just because I'm thinking of lots of people that are listening here are sitting there with an idea. Even Heath Shaw was sitting in the chair just going, I've got so much energy to do something. Am I good enough? Can I do it? Do I take the risk? So what pushed you to jump?
I grew up in Tasmania on the northwest coast in a tiny little town on a farm. with a big family and very traditional family, and the boys were always going to take over the farm. The girls would get married and, you know, have kids. And I think my sister and I both rebelled against that, and it was like, no, that's not what we're going to do. Even though we have done that to a degree, I think I always aspired for something much bigger and to be able to build my own, you know, destiny and my own future. And I think, you know, you get to a point in your life, and I did have sort of the corporate career, but then I think when you started this conversation, you know, talking about life is short and you've got to make the most of it. And if you don't go and grasp something and give it a go, then I don't want to die knowing that I didn't at least try. I think I want to, you know, get to a point where I'm really proud. And I feel like I am at that point actually, where I've given something a go. I've got out of my comfort zone, definitely got out of my comfort zone and got, you know, pretty scared along the way. But, you know, even if it failed, I would be feeling really proud of myself, and I've learned a whole lot of lessons. Yeah.
So James, just to bring you back in here, we heard Heath Shaw last pod talk about our people born or made.
Yeah.
I think Cherie here was definitely born.
Yeah, totally.
And what we're reflecting on is, you know, from a leadership perspective, you know, you claimed a minute ago that your path was plotted for you and you wanted to rebel against it with your sister. Like that's innate, that's inside.
Yeah.
Versus sort of like walking the path. You know what I mean? You went off road, and so from that regard, I think, you know, definitely born to something inside of you that said, no, I definitely want something more than this.
And have either of you read the book Bonnie Ware's The 5 Regrets of Dying?
No.
It is phenomenal. I read it many, many years ago, but it's sort of surfaced again and it's really peaking. Even throw it into chat and get what the 5 regrets are, and then decide if you want to read the book. I hope they turn it into a movie or something.
Yeah.
But she's someone who sits with people at the end of their life in palliative care, and she did it for 8 years. And after how many people she sat with, they all had the 5 pretty much same things.
Yeah, wow.
And the first one was, I wish I'd been more true to myself and not been who other people wanted me to be. Like,
Okay, I've got the exact quote. I wish I'd had the courage to live a true life to myself, not the life others expected of me.
Bang.
So powerful. And I think that's exactly what you've done. We've all done that, haven't we?
We're having a crack.
Yeah.
That's all we can do.
Yeah. And the other
Dying
ones,
one-
James
die
has got
wondering.
them in front of them. All of us don't work too much. What else have you got there, James?
Number 2 is I wish I hadn't worked so hard. 3 is I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. 4 is I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. And 5 is I wish I had let myself be happier.
Oh,
Wow.
so good.
Wow, that gives me shivers actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about my New Year's resolution this year, and it's friends. And I think running a startup and having children, it can get very intense, and I think very easy to just focus on those two and not let anything, or not have the time for anything else actually.
Yes.
And I think for me this year, it's about carving out that time to make sure that I'm looking after my friendships, because I do know that at some point the kids are going to grow up, leave home. I've got an 18-year-old now.
I was going to say, how old are your kids?
I've got an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old. So one
Boys,
is going,
girls?
2 girls.
Wow.
Yeah.
Me too. Us too.
There you go.
Yeah,
All girls.
All of us, yeah.
Maybe that's the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the girls. So one of the girls is obviously going to uni this year, so she's going to be leaving the nest to a degree. But
She's staying local to go to uni, or is she or going
so
somewhere?
I live in the Macedon Ranges, so she'll
Okay.
be coming into Melbourne.
Jeez, Heath also lives in the Macedon Ranges. Yeah, you guys should commute it in together. So she's going where? She's going to Melbourne,
Yeah, it's either Melbourne or Monash. She's
Okay.
she's going to study law.
and she's going to commute.
I think she'll probably commute maybe 2-3 days, and then the rest she'll probably stay in the city.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
And I think what's important is if we live those values and stay true to that, then our children have a better chance of being happy as well. Because if they see us slogging it out,
I tell you-
absolutely hating life, then they'll follow that path.
I get up in the morning and I do all the housework.
Yeah.
feed the dogs and jump on the treadmill or lift some weights or whatever. And I do that because I say to myself, they're watching.
Yes.
Kids are watching.
Yeah.
Kids are watching, you know, and I think it's really, really important.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we've always tried to do is drop-offs, pickups, you know, like just making sure that there's some time in the car at least where no one's on technology or, you know, we're not picking up phones and things like that, and just being able to have conversations.
That's why I robotized my house, Kate.
So you didn't have to do the cleaning.
I don't know. I mean, I still do the cleaning. I still do the cleaning, but that's like, it's amazing. I switch my phone off, literally switch it off for 3 weeks at the end of the year.
Yeah, I love that.
I get on the airplane, phone goes off on takeoff, doesn't get turned back on until I get to my car, which is my car key. My phone's my car key to get in the car. And it's amazing how much time you get back when you're not looking at the screen.
Yeah.
And now it's amazing how much time I get back when I don't have to, you know, clean the pool, you know, scrub the floors. I do this stuff, and mow the lawn.
Yeah.
Although sometimes mowing the lawn, to be honest, is actually quite therapeutic.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's time consuming, and I just don't have those 3-4 hours to do it.
You don't want to have to do it. You want to do it.
That's right.
Isn't that?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that's very powerful, James. I wish I didn't work so hard. It resonates with me. But on the flip side, the other side of that coin is I haven't hit my goals.
Yeah.
And maybe the goals are too lofty and too out there.
But you love your work. So that's the difference. You're not working hating life where your kids are going, God, Dad's miserable.
Yes.
They're going, look what Dad's done. Dad's happy. He's a good dad.
Yes.
He's
Great
striving for something. Great dad. Amazing dad. You know, that gives them something to strive for. Very different.
They're watching.
The purpose. Yeah.
They're watching. But we are way off course. We came to talk about Trove. I'm curious to know a little bit more about the business itself. Because as you're speaking, Cherie, I'm thinking, you know, we have thousands of Cubes members here. And I would love to just help them find a solution that enables them to almost click and forget, but actually click in a meaningful way and then just go, it's handled, versus who am I going to work with? What am I going to order? What am I going to buy this one, that one? So I'm curious to know a little bit more about the business.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think probably what you just said is you know, what we aim to do as well. So the platform Trove integrates with the brand CRM or their
like Shopify. Or,
what that
WordPress?
means. There's a whole host of integrations
Cool.
actually. Yeah.
Yep.
And what that means is that everything's seamlessly joined, and all of the orders that are coming through Trove are automatically sent back through, you know, their Shopify account or whatever that might be. It's a really quick process to set up the platforms. So we can have someone set up in about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so multiply that by the 15,000 businesses at Cubes and 35,000 people.
Users,
you might be working a little bit.
Yeah, no. So okay, let's go creativecubes.co/gift.
Yeah.
That is then iframed or embedded in that URL.
So we create a full storefront with a URL.
Yep.
And that can then be, it can be a custom URL, it can be a URL that we generate.
And then am I dragging products from your portfolio in, or is it just everything's there?
So it's purely for the brand. So
like BeFit Food can have a landing page
for BeFit Food gifting.
Yes.
But it could also be, so the brands that we work with are brands like Endota. So they've got an Endota gifting page for their corporate audience. We've got chocolate companies, we've got wine companies, gin companies. It's only their products on that page. So it sits on their website, or it doesn't have to necessarily sit on their website. It could be sitting on, you know, socials. So it is that URL or link that we generate and create, and then build a full storefront with their products. So someone can come in, they go through 6 steps. One is to pick the products they want to offer to the recipients. Number 2 is to choose the delivery method that they want to send. So either multiple addresses or via email or via link, uploading and customizing or personalizing that message so it's fully branded. They can add a video, etc. if they want to do that. Adding a CSV file, a gift note or gift message, and the date and delivery time that they want that to be sent out to those recipients. So it's really simple, but very easy for the brand to manage.
So the way that I looked at it was like if you came onto my website, you're buying one thing or lots of things for you or for your family. But if you wanted to gift it to all of the staff in all of your organisations, the brand has to put on products that they have in those volumes, I guess. Like, so there's,
I was actually thinking about it in a different light, which was this bundle that we just the last episode got from Heath.
Collingwood, yes.
Yeah, from Collingwood, right? He's come out of the way to give it to us, but actually a lot of these parcels just land up on my desk.
Yes.
From the architect, from the project team, from this one, from that, as like a Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Thanks for look forward to working with you in 26, yada, yada, yada. I was thinking about it from that standpoint. And I was thinking that if we had this portfolio on /gift on Cubes, we could just send all of our members there and say, gift all of your suppliers and vendors and partners.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that. So we could create a storefront for Cube and then have all of your amazing brands in Cube sitting in the shop section or the product section. So you could have multiple products in there. We actually haven't done that previously for someone. It's been purely for the brand so far.
So it's a marketplace of all the different brands that's in
I go, you know what, I want to gift some gin.
Yeah.
And a shaver. I'm making this stuff up, right? Yeah. To Alex Strickland, who is a big muscly guy and loves grooming his beard. I'm making this stuff up, right?
Yeah.
Click and send. But then I'm also now thinking that it could be a member perk in as much as I think it's a 180 to what you're doing, but it's the same mechanism, which is I actually want to buy product from BeFit. I want to buy product from New Balance and all these people in the store.
For sure.
I just want to buy it for myself, but because they're there, a Cube member, there's some sort of value add or perk.
You could do that. You could do that with Trove. We actually haven't had that scenario yet, but
you're welcome to take it.
There's no reason why you couldn't do that for sure.
Yeah. And sort of then we have it in our app, member perks. And so all of our members are submitting their products and services in, Gammy Chicken and Beer, they've got your VIP, Campari, they've got a certain amount of alcohol that you can redeem at Dan Murphy's and here's your coupon code, et cetera, et cetera. So I think you become limitless when you think about the different verticals, not just gifting.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think we found that with Elephant particularly. Initially, because my background was HR, we looked at it from an employee perspective.
Totally. Well, that's how I came into this conversation, thinking.
Yeah. And I think probably within, a couple of months of turning Elephant on, we had already pivoted to client gifting and thinking outside of the square beyond, what you start out to do.
I was a Salesforce trailblazer for 7 years.
Yes.
And basically we no longer sit on the Salesforce platform, but they're great people and I miss some of them. Some of them become my closest friends through work. But when I joined them, they sent me a link and they said, we want to send you a gift. Jump on this link and pick something. And it came back out, all Salesforce branded.
Yes.
But it was chocolate and it was this bottle of this and or a mouse and whatever. Tech,
for sure.
A tech bag, but it was branded with the Salesforce branding on it.
Yeah.
And it was all coming through their website.
And that is something that we can power on the Elephant side too. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And so, Cherie, how do the economics of your business work? Are you taking a clipping of the ticket? Are you just being paid to host?
Yeah, so I'll talk to Trove. So there's no monthly or annual sort of SaaS fee, which is great for brands. We do take a margin, so it's like it starts at 5.85% and then it reduces based on volume of sales coming through. But for a lot of brands, we can actually move that to the customer side. So if they want to, they can sort of like move that across 100%. So the customer is paying a service fee and they're actually not paying anything.
Yep.
So in theory, the tech is potentially free for the brand.
Yeah, you know what's interesting, not to get away from this topic at hand, but I got back from Noosa over the summer and my kids were starving. They're not starving, but they were hungry. Yeah. And like, Dad, can we order Nando's? I'm like, yeah, we haven't had Nando's for 3 weeks. We've been away. It sounds like a great idea. So I jump on Uber Eats and I go put in the order and it was $119, $109, something like that, $100+ dollars. I was like, what the fuck? For what? So then I go, hey, we're driving from the airport. I'm like, hey, I was driving. I go, Maddie, open up nandos.com.au, pick the location, and it was $65.
Wow.
For the same thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was surge pricing, the day and time that we were ordering or
the
whatever.
Platform that you order through. So
well, yeah, I jumped from DoorDash to
because DoorDash whacks it up, and
Uber
so
Eats,
does Uber Eats.
Yeah, and then when we lived in the US, there was an amazing product, amazing app that we used to use called Instacart.
Yes.
And if you're familiar with Instacart, basically you can do your whole grocery in the app and someone will deliver it to your door. So you actually don't have to walk the aisles. Talk about robotizing your experience.
Yeah.
But the price in the app was different to the price in the store.
Have either of you ever tried to run a Facebook ad from your phone?
Yes.
And Apple slaps on a 30%, is it 30%
Yes.
fee?
It
You
used
do
to
it
be
from
20.
an Android or whatever?
Yes.
There's not $1.
Yes.
Do it from your Apple, off
That's
the
right.
charts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Airbnb's similar where they're actually charging a fee to the host and to the guest.
Yes.
So, you know, they're taking a percentage on both sides.
Look, I love the commerce, right? Like I actually see us as at Cubes.Co, creative and corporate, as a two-sided marketplace. On one side, we're taking latent commercial real estate.
Yeah.
We're sexing it up, making it appeal to someone that just wants a slice of the pizza, not the whole pie.
For sure.
And so I really do view us as we're an activator of real estate, but we're actually a two-sided marketplace. And more and more landlords are coming to us going, I need activation, I need help. And so our expansion has been as a result of that, because I don't know, no one's really taking traditional office leases these days, except for us.
That's true.
So I love the model. I really love the model, and I love the ease and user friendliness of it.
Yeah.
Shining a light on myself, it's definitely more expensive to get it by the seat, but people don't want to take the lease, give the security deposit, furnish it out, design it. They just want to run their widget business,
Absolutely.
consulting business.
And I think
I think there's tons of power there.
We're really conscious that brands, they don't want to squeeze their margins any further than what they already are.
Yeah.
So there's really no risk for a brand to come and try Trove to see whether they can boost and open a whole new potentially sales revenue channel.
Well, I think it's
And
sales
high volume
high volume, but also evangelism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like we've got this event coming up on Friday and it's supposed to be at one of our buildings on the rooftop and it's going to be 37 degrees. So it seems like how quickly can we get 300 hats made, branded up? We're talking like in 4 business days, they need to be delivered. It's really hard. So I think we're going to change venues, but like the evangelism of having all these hats or umbrellas or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
My daughter used to play soccer, and the amount of dads that were carrying around someone else's brand because the umbrella was in need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
The way, isn't it? Yeah.
Guys, we're going to call it there. I'm going to link all of Cherie's details. I'll connect with her. I'll connect you with her on LinkedIn. If this appeals to you, I'll connect you to her website. All you got to do is open the show links and away you go. And Kate and I'll be back after the break to unpack some thoughts. weareluna.co is a great place for you and your business to start off with phenomenal accounting and legal services. So if you're a startup or a scale-up looking for legal and finance support, or alternatively looking to raise capital, Cubes.Co is where you need to be starting off.
I love what Cherie's doing because it enables brands to have another channel to sell to. Because I think in this day and age, with how hard it is to get business and paying Meta and Google and whatever else, and no one can afford television advertising, and does it even work anymore? And
Who's watching TV these days?
that's right.
Yeah.
So where are your other channels to sell? And it just opens up another channel that, other than knocking on the door or physically emailing NAB or Telstra, do you want to buy my product? How do you get to them?
So it's super interesting because some guy tapped me on LinkedIn a couple of weeks ago and said, Toby, how do you sell your product? I was like, 50% of the work that we do is SEO, SEM.
Yeah.
Money just goes straight to Google or straight to social media.
Mm-hmm.
The other 50% is probably 150 different things. It's the podcasts, it's the vlog, it's the real estate agents, it's the brokers.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of different things. And I think that this fits in. And my goal as founder is to find something that's as powerful as SEO, SEM. So we're not doing 100 things for the other 50% of the acquisition funnel.
Yeah.
Because on the first 50% is SEO, SEM.
Yes.
Bang. But I don't have another big nugget to acquire. I've got to do 100 different things to make up the other 50%.
I hear you.
And so I think what you're saying here is another channel.
that could open up 30% for some businesses. Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I think she's fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
I love that. I was curious to know how many siblings she's got. Maybe I'll be able to talk to her offline about this, but then the ratio between brothers and sisters. And
Yeah. Farmer wants a wife thing. That's what, it started.
I've never been to Tassie. I actually asked you.
I love Tassie.
Well, I've never been, but
goodness, off the charts.
the Melbourne Victory have invited me to come,
Yeah.
and I'm tempted to go to Tassie, but
It's phenomenal. I've got
I've
a
heard it's
handful of
amazing.
friends there and I love it.
Yeah.
The Salamanca markets. Do you like oysters?
I don't. But that's okay.
Chocolate? Homemade
Oh
chocolate?
my God, chocolate.
It's
I actually want to just get
amazing.
hooked up to an
Handmade
IV
everything.
of chocolate. Like I just love chocolate.
there
It's
is
probably
some
not
great
not good
brands.
to tell you, being a dietitian.
There's dark chocolate.
I'm all over it. Kate, that was another great episode. Thank you. Thanks, James. We'll see you on the next one.